right there. That guy, the guy standing there in the bucket. He's working on that camera.
Is that a camera?
Yeah.
No, it's a jackhammer for the wall, isn't it?
Oh, I'm an asshole. You know what's funny? This is how much of a paranoid psychopath I am. I'm like, look at that guy. They're barely even building this fucking building. He's already sticking a camera in there. I thought that was a camera. Evidently, it's some sort of jackhammer. I just went on like a 3-minute thing going like, look at that shit. Look at that. Why is that the most important fucking thing? They don't even have the goddamn windows up. And then Tom's just like, oh yeah, that's some sort of jackhammer. It's like, oh. But you know, they're still putting up cameras everywhere. I'm a fucking loser. What's going on? Bill Burr. This is another one of my yet to be acclaimed tours of Los Angeles. How are you, sir? You ever have somebody just fucking looking at you and they just look at you so long it's like someone has to budge and say hello? There's the workout couple. We're out here in Santa Monica. This is what people do out here. You know, look at them. The good-looking couple right there. They still have their troubles. Look at the lonely girl with her yoga mat. Maybe if I stretch out my hammies, I can get someone to bang me. That girl behind her is a cunt with a capital K. Look at those fucking shoes. Look at them. Look how high those things are. Those shoes, you know what she was trying to do? She wears those shoes to get up to how she fucking feels about herself. You know? That's one of the themes today. You gotta keep these bitches down. So here it is, look at this shit. This is Santa Monica, this is the ocean, that's the Pacific Ocean. How fucking beautiful is that? Look at those homeless guys. If you're gonna be homeless, this is where you do it. You know? How about every once in a while you don't buy a 40 and you save up for that transcontinental train ticket. You come out here and you become homeless. You know? You know what's funny? You know what they all look like? They all look like Nick Nolte in Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Look at him. Laying on that. It looks like a fucking putting green. This is the thing when I come out here and I look at that beautiful landscape. Look at the little roller coaster out there. Everybody with pigment having a good time, and me as a redhead, I gotta sit here like the boy in the bubble. You know, long sleeve shirt on, 12 layers of sunblock. This is the Santa Monica Pier. Yacht harbors, sports fishing, boating, cafes. There's no yachts there, there's no sports fishing. It's broke people fishing off the pier, and it's fat tourists going down there getting cotton candy, which I've never understood. It's like eating like sugary air, you know? You know, that's what fat people think clouds taste like. This is one of the last places that you can actually rollerblade without being, you know, berated with a bunch of homophobic slurs. So everyone was rollerblading. Then one day, all of a sudden this joke came around. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay, right? And then everybody just dropped out. Everybody just stopped fucking rollerblading. And then everybody started laughing at the fucking joke, acting like they still didn't have their old pair of rollerblades in the back of their closets. It was bullshit. Would you look at that shit? Everybody goes out there and they go surfing. And I stand there, you know, just waiting for someone to get eaten by a shark. It's one of my biggest fears, yet also most fascinating thing. Like, I want to see it before I die. And there's the Sheriff Brody lifeguard thing, where you start shooting with the pistol. A lot of people don't know, they actually filmed Jaws out here. That was out here in Santa Monica. I just did that for all the film nerds. Actually, it was filmed on location. Was it? Was it? So we're heading down now towards Venice Beach. Whenever people think about Venice, they think about Jim Morrison. And unless you live out here, then you think about gangbangers and pit bulls. So there you go. There's the dream right there. They show some guy with his girl, right next to all those little cool cars, and that's what you think you're gonna be like, and then you really end up like these people right here. All right. So here's this is Venice Beach right here. This is where you can, you know, you rent a bike. Somewhere in here you can rent fucking rollerblades. All right, so here we are now. We're at Venice Beach. This is the thing. I'm actually going to park my car, and I'm like, oh my God, there's no more meters. This is great. Free parking. Maybe the recession is over, right? So now they got these fucking things. I mean, now I got to sit here and I got to try and figure out how this. Enter number of space. See, now I got to touch this fucking thing. I don't get how this makes life easier for me. Insert coins. Now I always use coins. They want you to use the credit card so they can figure out where the fuck you are, you know, in case something goes down. So this is actually the best time to come down here as far as I'm concerned. Because God knows I'm not going to be going tanning. Jesus, look at the size of her ass, huh? Unbelievable. You know what's funny? This is how a redhead dresses when he goes to the beach. Eddie Vedder shirt, Malcolm Young jeans, and work boots. How are you, sir? How you doing? Bing Crosby, if he was from Korea. See, there's a guy, he's actually roller skating right there. See, even roller skates never went away. So these are all the stores that they want to get rid of, you know, because for some reason you have to have a Forever 21 everywhere you go. So these dumb cunts can buy their fucking Kardashian shoes. Hey, you just have one place where you got some funky bullshit? where some just regular guy can sell "fuck you, you fucking fuck" t-shirts? You know, I gotta admit, there's a lot of shit here. Here's all these skulls. This is like a Mexican thing. These things here.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
I'm good, man.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah. What's up with the skulls? That's a Mexican thing, right?
Yeah.
What is it again?
Day of the Dead.
The Day of the Dead.
Yeah. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of it, but you guys freaked out by it, death, or you celebrating it?
You celebrate it. You honor it. You kind of like embrace it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now check out over here. This is some cool shit that I could never do. This is a skateboard park. All these ex-gamers do your backside fakie, whatever the fuck that is. That's a cool trick, but that's one of the worst names ever. Fakie. It's a backside fakie. I smell weed. I smell weed. Anybody else? Look at pigeons at the beach. You don't belong here either. You're supposed to be in the city. You fucking bums. That's what I love about this country. Wow, that guy just fell on his ass. That's what I love about this country is you can make $1 million riding a fucking skateboard. You can't do that in Russia. Maybe you can, I don't know. I'm not well read. You know what kills me? No pads. If I ever, my age, if I ever tried to take this up, I would look like fucking RoboCop out there. This is one of these things when you watch somebody go down, you're doing that Family Guy. This is just a bunch of shit, and I'm gonna eat it. Surfboard for a table, huh? You getting the theme there? Because we're on the beach. All right, what am I gonna get? Breakfast of Champions here. Over here. It's that classic thing where you think you're next and the guy closes the window. Even at this age, I still take that personal. Hey man, you guys serving hot dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get a hot dog?
With onions?
Yeah, onions and
Barbecue sauce?
no barbecue sauce. There we go. This is how you start your day. You know what? I'm eating like a cop who's sick of his job. I feel like Harvey Keitel and Bad Lieutenant right now. Should be listening to the Mets game. Look at that, they're shooting a commercial right here. It's Hollywood. That's probably like some evil corporation too, you know? Like, you know, I always hated is how Apple tried to align themselves with like John Lennon and Gandhi. It's like, dude, you're making laptops and people are jerking off to porn, all right? You're not changing anything. I'll tell you right now, fuck the Surgeon General. A hot dog for breakfast is goddamn delicious. Can I tell you something? This fucking hot dog is delicious. Say what you want about pigs' assholes and bird lips. You mush that shit all together and put some mustard on it, man, it's fucking delicious. One white guy out there, that's why all the black guys left. Like, I don't want him on my team. Huh? Look at his lead calves. You see black guys, their calves are like the size of an avocado, and they're jumping out of the gym. I don't know what they got in there. But if I could bottle it, look at the bully seagull. I'd like to kick that bird right in the ass. There's Muscle Beach. There's an ex-con working out over there. Prison tattoos. You know? What is the call on that when a guy's got a swastika on his back and he asks for a spot? What do? You know? That's a dilemma right there. Right there, Joe Weider, the father of bodybuilding. That's actually bullshit. It was Jack LaLanne. He invented all that shit. He just didn't patent any of it. And then this motherfucker comes around, you know? Just like Steve Jobs. He didn't invent the fucking computer. This guy named Larry Melrose did it. And he didn't patent any of it. He came up with the iPod in the 50s. The iPod, the first one was like the size of a backpack, you know? And they thought he stole it from like Radar O'Reilly. So they took it and he couldn't remember how he built it. And that's what happened. Then Steve Jobs comes around. Ooh, I don't have a belt. Look at me. What a cunt. This right here is where my Olympic dreams died in the early 80s. This is this shit, you know. If you want to get pussy out here in Venice Beach, okay, you got to be shirtless, strike one. I ain't doing that. And then you got to be able to go up these fucking ropes without using your legs, which I can't do. But for the comedy, I'm going to try it. All right, that's enough for today. Folks, we're going to be back with another 20 minutes of working out. See, wait, next time we do this thing, instead of that fucking abortion that just happened, I'm going to go right up and down that thing. In these clothes, dressed like how I'm dressed. I'm dressed like Eddie Vedder when he did a talk show. Remember in the early 90s when he pretended like he didn't want to be famous? Remember that awful Kurt Loder interview when she was interviewing him? Going, so what's it like to get pussy every night? So I'm walking out of the DMV. I got Tourette's. Fucking goddamn fucking bullshit. What the fuck you bring? Blah, blah, and all of a sudden this guy across the parking lot goes, hey man, really funny, love your stuff. You know what I realized? That nobody recognized me, but the second I become angry, everybody recognizes me. Here's some pit bulls here. Look at those things. They're awesome, man. Awesome dogs, dude. Look at those things. Still has his balls. Still has his balls. Can still live the dream. Nice Corvette over there. I love the Corvette. Such a fuck, you know. Those goddamn Europeans with their snobby Formula One. Ooh, we make right and left turns. We make better cars. They fucking do. I hate to say it. But I'll tell you, closest we come is the Chevy Corvette. That's what I'm going to say. That'll start a little debate. People arguing underneath this. Actually, the Dodge Viper has 3,000 pounds of torque. I don't know what the fuck that means. How soon before somebody writes something racist underneath this video? Here's all like the graffiti. Classic white guy. I don't know what it means. It all looks just. You know what this looks like to me? Looks like watch out. This looks like graffiti. Looks like to me like when someone gets a sleeve tattoo. I just can't. I don't know what it is. They all look the fucking same. Here's where you can go get a tattoo. All you ladies, if you're mad at your dad, there you go. You can go in there and get a tattoo, right? Here we are. We're going down Main Street right now, and I was just joking earlier about this thing being a bad place to take a girl. I mean, it's actually a great place, unless you just, you know, some girl you just want to bang, you know. You just take her out to the beach, you put her face down, you know, mush her face into the towel. Actually, use the towel, put it on her stomach to get her ass jacked up. That's another video. But if you're in a relationship and you want to, you know, take your girl somewhere nice, this Main Street is great. Dude, that's the worst fucking subject and name for a movie. Extremely loud, incredibly close. Extremely loud, incredibly close. That's what it is. That just sounds like I don't want to get yelled at for like a fucking hour in a movie. And on top of that, I'm going to watch some kid lose his dad on 9/11. Why would you do that? My grandmother still won't watch movies about Pearl Harbor, okay? I'm not watching anything about 9/11. I saw it. It was fucking awful. I'm never going to forget it. I don't need you to build some sort of fucking, you know, that movie's either going to tank or it's going to like sweep every Oscar. It was so touching and heartfelt the way that they did it. So here we go. This is the beginning of the Main Street thing. Look at that. And then you got some of the new shit. Subway. Once again, you're fucking 3 feet down the road. Dude, if you eat a Subway sandwich, you're an asshole. I could make a better sandwich out of a sock and 2 fucking Pop-Tarts. I hate how they weigh the meat. You know what I mean? Like, God forbid you give me an extra sweaty fucking slice of turkey. See, here's where all the shops are. I like this part of town. And she tries to hold your hand. And you're holding it, counting like maybe 1,000. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Why are you pulling away from me? Stop smothering me. Oh, ZZ Top. That's the great thing about them. They still load their own gear. Oh, that place is awesome. The Omelet Parlor. That's where you go. That's the classic place where you go play. You pay for fucking $96 for, you know, a couple of eggs. But your lady, she'll love you for it if you take her there. That's the touristy place. Dude, that fucking hot dog was delicious. It's one of the best hot dogs I've ever had. You know what it was? It was like, I love hot dogs, and then I also like being on camera, and then like those two worlds have never met. That's vintage signage with like the Space Needle thing. That's back like when we thought we were gonna like colonize the moon, when they put stuff and everything looked like the Jetsons. You know what's like that? Seattle. That entire fucking city. You can just see where the hope died. It's like a nice little old house, probably some old lady in there. I'm not moving. Julia Roberts will play her, and they'll put aging makeup on her. And they'll be like, it was so brave. It was such a brave performance. How much did you pay her? Yeah, I don't see the bravery. I love when they do that, when they don't wear makeup in a movie and they're considered brave. Can you believe like how harshly I judge people looking the way I look? It's just unbelievable, the arrogance. Like, wouldn't you, next time you go to the airport and they fuck you over, they don't give you a seating assignment, you miss the flight, if you could just fucking slice somebody's jugular with the plane ticket, just fucking, they just go down. And somehow they don't die, and it's just considered some sort of assault, and you pick up some trash and you're out of there in like 2 weeks. It's one of the ugliest buildings I've ever seen. I like it to be pea soup green with some shit brown on top. How about that? I like to combine 2 things that you'd never want to eat. Pea soup with shit sprinkles. Look at the steel balls. You got that? Piece of artwork there on the wall. It's called steel balls. That's actually, it's kind of interesting. You know what that reminds me of? That's like the lower jaw of a whale. When it like eats a bunch of fish and a pelican. I used to take a yoga class out here. You know? I'm just pausing here, waiting for everybody to be like, what a fag! Dude, taking a yoga class in Santa Monica is one of the most heterosexual things not only you could ever do, but you should do. First of all, it calms you down as a man, and fucking the women in there, fucking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All getting more and more flexible. / more intimidating by the second. I swear to God, I want to get an old car. I know I say this every time, and I'm always still in the Prius. I want to get one. That looks like a Ford to me. It is. You know what? Because it looks like it had the round headlights. What is that? Somebody knows. Is that a Falcon? Is it a fucking Future Liner? What is it? Woody Allen said the only thing good about Los Angeles is right on red. Well, I guess he never drove down here, this miserable bastard. Look at that. Huh? Pacific Ocean. Beautiful and terrifying. I don't fuck with the oceans. Right up there, you got the Pacific Palisades, and you just keep going on up. You got Santa Barbara and all this other stuff. This is where people who made it in LA, they live. Malibu, all of that type of stuff. This is what you do. If you come out here, you rent the convertible, drive up to PCH. So this is the Pacific Coast Highway. This is when you're supposed to be out here in a classic car with the top down. Instead, I'm out here in a Prius, protecting the environment. Save the whales, everybody! Some of them are on land! I love those suicidal whales that just kill themselves, and like hippies still won't let them live. I mean, still won't just let them die. You know, they gotta drag them. Everybody in their goddamn wet sandals, dragging the fucking whale back out. It's like, he beached himself. That's it. It would have shot itself in the head. It just doesn't have... It doesn't have a hand, and they don't have a gun, a high enough caliber for it to do it. Well, ain't fucking true. Let me tell you right now. If you shot it enough times with 22, or man, not 22, with 38 snub nose, give me a fucking break. All right, fans of that legendary movie, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. This is where they come down that hill and they all make those psycho U-turns. That fucking movie is still funny. That's like the original, like, as far as level of funny, like Airplane, Something About Mary, like sort of that genre of comedy. I guess the original Cannonball Run when you really think about it. Did you think about it? I had a fucking really bad date. I went to that place, except it was called something else. And I told this story before, didn't I? I was with that girl and then we went to go see that band that played only 80s music. And then I thought she was going to the bathroom. Next thing you knew, she was up on the stage singing with the band, doing this stupid like dance or whatever. And I was just like, I have to get out of here. I came this close to just leaving while she was on stage. And I just did I just wrapped it up. You know that face you make when you're just wrapping it up where you do you're not smiling, you're not frowning, you just have that neutral. It's kind of that, like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah. No, you're totally cool. I just realized that I don't have anything to do at home, but I'd rather be doing that than being here with you. So, look at my lips. Means it's over. This girl doing the right thing, still hasn't found love. She's wearing her flats because they're sensible. Huh? How's she gonna go out there and find that Kobe money? Every time I do one of these, some other broad is taking another fucking guy for everything he's got.